Sáez-López. I am professor at the Spanish National University of Distance Education. And here we have a research related to gamification and gaming proposals, sessions and practices in elementary school. Here we are all the authors. So our research here analyzed the application of gamification and game-based learning. Our sample was 308 elementary school teachers in Spain. So we have a mixed method with quantitative and qualitative analysis. We have several dimensions: competencies, tools, devices, didactic functionality, emotional competence, and skills. So very quickly, we can see here how we validated the instruments. So we have a content validity with Delphi technique and construct validity with factor analysis, as you can see here in this slide. The sample is non-probabilistic, and so these 308 elementary school teachers around all the population. Here you can see that we have state schools mostly, almost 80%, and private schools, the rest of the schools. Most people in the sample were women, 75% women, which is representative because most teachers in Spain are women. So the sample and the population is pretty much proportional. And we have any interesting data, more interesting data, 31 were not involved in any ACT project, and many other features and characteristics of the sample. You can see here in the dimensions that the first dimension, use of ICT, was okay. We got good results. We also got good results related to games and training. This set the item 2.4, in which they say that we need better teacher training in university, in high school. And the third one is the use of gaming, and we got results, low results in this dimension, below 40% in every item. Maybe in the future we can analyze why they have good attitudes, they use ICT, but in real practice they don't use these applications that much. We can see in these other dimensions that teachers' attitudes are very good, and the benefits of gamification are also very good, except the problem with competition in the item 5.5. We have an interesting variable of regarding competition in this item. So we can see here the third dimension, all the data below 40%, more or less. But Kahoot and Socrates got better results. Moreover, augmented reality and Minecraft got lower results. I understand that it's very difficult to use augmented reality in classroom. You need cell phones, you need tablets. So I understand that maybe there are other variables there, but that is for future research. And we also have here, for example, this slide related to didactic functionality with very good results. Okay, regarding what educational apps can your students use at home, you can see here that linearly Kahoot and Google Classroom got a lot of frequencies because this is qualitative analysis. So we got here a data triangulation, Cohen, Mannion, and Morrison. And here you can see that these applications are good for our implementation. And natural science and social science subjects are very good because it is common sense. Social science, maths, history, natural science, chemistry, the human body. So gamification is related to all these areas. It's easy to implement, and other areas too, such as math. The better results are science. The better results are science. And we also have here some relationship. I'm not going to explain this because it's complex, but resources that favor gamification and devices related with one and another. And this is the conclusion. The results showed that teachers had a positive attitude towards gamification and a good knowledge and management of tools such as Genially, Kahoot, for example, and Google Classroom, with the appropriate resources, class planning and teacher training. Game-based learning and gamification can boost student motivation and commitment and foster enthusiasm for beneficial pedagogical interactive processes. So we have these strong points, these 3 points: positive attitudes. Teachers have positive attitudes towards gamification. Many benefits regarding gamification, especially motivation, commitment, and enthusiasm. And some tools that are very good for implementing the educational processes into the classroom. And we also have this third dimension in which teachers could implement more applications, but that's for future research, because maybe I have a hypothesis, maybe it's lack of time, it's difficult to relate the relationship between gamification and curriculum. Maybe those could be hypotheses, but that's for the future. And this is all I wanted to present. This is a research project in Spain, financed by the Ministry of Science of Universities in Spain. And I'm very honored to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this interesting presentation. And you have already one question on the chat, and I will add another one.
Yes, I think that the material resources, at least in the context we are working, are enough for our students, the internet connections and devices, more or less. We can see that all the politics, educational policy, provide these resources to the educational context. So I think that we have enough resources, but the problem is that maybe lack of training. It is difficult to implement all this because lack of time. Maybe I can see that teachers sometimes don't know how to apply all these applications. So maybe those could be the main variables and problems, but the material resources are okay in my opinion. Yes, Professor Carlo Giovanella, there are differences between Kahoot with feedback, answers, and questions. Maybe the main variable is that Kahoot is easy. It's easy to implement, and you can edit the questions and answers, so it is easy to apply in the classroom. And many others, like augmented reality or Minecraft, is very complex. You have to work a lot to create an environment, and it is difficult. So I think that the key variable here is it is really easy for teachers to create the activities. That's an important variable to take into consideration because teachers could implement that in the classroom.